Every business does only three things to thrive. They do production, they do operations, they do marketing. Now, I'll have some MBAs, right, people who have masters in business administration. They'll say, Alex, what about finance? I put finance in operations, right? So what's production? Production is what Sue Sierra is doing to produce this Hangout. Production is syndicating this Hangout live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, courtesy of Webinar Jam and Mike Vilsame and Andy Jenkins, right? So that's called production. That costs money. Doesn't produce money directly, it costs money. Well, then what's operations? Well, that's bean counting and finance. That's your management. Those are the people who are in the company doing operations. In a seminar company, those are the people in the back table helping out. Some people do it for free. Some people get paid. That's your administration stuff, right? Operations also involves your rent, if you have rent and you're in a local business. So operations and production are two different things. If you're a manufacturer, production is producing the product, and operations is the admin involved and the finance involved in staying in business, right? Operations is your telephone bill. That's operations. Operations is your utility bill, your rent bill. Are you with me? Now, the third thing a business does to thrive is marketing. And that's the only thing that makes money. That's salesmanship multiplied. So marketing are the activities you do to bring people in. You produce something, and then you market it. Now, a bad percentage between POM is 30% production, 50% operations, which most people, their operations are about at 50% of their time, their energy, their financial resources, right? And then marketing about 20%. They get the marketing last, not first. Okay, there's a problem with that, and we're going to change that. Okay, if you look at every spiritual tradition, there's always enrollment. Now, let's look at spirituality as a business. Are there enrollers out there? Of course there are. There are apostles. The best enroller of all time in the Christian tradition is Paul. That guy was a salesperson, man. I mean, he went everywhere. He enrolled. So typically it's not the first person that came about. It's usually the other folks that followed. The Buddha had disciples as well. And in any spiritual tradition, even Hare Krishna, if you remember him in the airports, they'd give you a flower and then you give them $1, and then you throw away the flower, they'd go get it from the wastebasket and they give the flower away. That's called recycling. That's good marketing, right? So every spiritual tradition has marketing, and that's how they evolve it. The super churches of today, Joel Osteen in the United States, there's a lot of marketing involved. Nothing wrong with that. That's how you grow. But these are bad percentages. 30, 50, and 20, and doing marketing last is bad. These are the right percentages, 25, 25, 50. If you can dedicate 25% of your time, your expenses, to production, and 25% to operations, that's very challenging. Usually it's around 30%, but if you can bring it down to 25% and then spend 50% on marketing, and if you can market first, so you pre-fund your operations and production, that's like going to heaven without the inconvenience of dying.